We just have to get this tram up to 8 miles an hour. Is that okay?
Nice new setup here. 60th studio anniversary tour.
Is anybody taking the studio tour for the very first time today? This particular park is unique in that we have a theme park right next to a film studio. Illumination is a bungalow office. Now I'm going to hand it off to Leah Thompson and producer, writer of Back to the Future, Bob Gale.
Welcome to the Courthouse Square. These sets were used to create Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films.
And they represented multiple time periods, 1985, 1955, and the far, far distant future, 2015.
We are now entering Courthouse Square, aka Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films, and there's Doc Brown on the left with the time machine. Hi, Doc.
Congratulations, my experiment worked. You all arrived at Courthouse Square, Hill Valley, California. It stands just as it did since 1885. This is the very street where we sent Marty McFly back to the future, which is what we're about to do with you. We just have to get this tram up to 8 miles an hour. Is that okay? Okay, let's go. See you in the future, my friends.
Did you know the Metro sets were once the home to Hollywood's biggest star? Right here is where the original studio tour King Kong attraction resided from 1986 until 2008.
Does that. You're on board this ship, you're sailing to a lost island, and you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island.
The town is Amity Island. Tell us more.
The Jaws ride was almost the inevitable result of the size of the box office.
Our worker's always right. We got a flash flood coming in. Oh, yeah. That's a big one. That's a beautiful flash flood. This was the first attraction added to the studio tour in 1968. It was Cabot Cove. For 12 seasons on Murder, She Wrote, the show started right here in Lansbury. The light purple house coming up in your left-hand side was the home of the Munsters back in the 1960s. That was 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Next door to that, on the left, we have a yellow house. This is featured on the comedy series Never Have I Ever. That's where Davy, played by Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, and her family live. That show streams on Netflix. It's very funny. I highly recommend it. Movies are filmed up here, like The Burbs with Tom Hanks. Down near the Metropolitan set area, we used to have our fake suburban street right next to the Metro sets. And then eventually the sets were moved up here. Some were converted into practical sets. Some additional houses were added specifically for this street. So this was Wisteria Lane, as I mentioned. Bel Air has done a lot of filming up here. The new series Ted that's streaming on Peacock was here quite a bit. These were made by a very wonderful Back to the Future fan club, and they gifted them to the studio, featuring one of the largest exterior sets ever from SF Film War of the Worlds. This is the plane crash set. This was a retired commercial 747. Large scale sets like this have been a part of this area of the backlot for a very long time. Before the plane crash set, this area was home to Site B from Jurassic Park 3. Before that, it was Whoville for the film How the Grinch Stole Christmas, directed by Ron Howard. But we'll hear from Stephen one more time, and his production designer, Rick Carter. They'll talk a little bit more about this set.
Perfect example of a set that is all designed around the vision of Stephen. You sit down and talk about I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen, now, man, listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Down close. Robbie, get in.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's not camera shy. Most iconic landmark, the Hollywood sign. While we're celebrating our 60th, the Hollywood sign has been commemorating its centennial years. Now, for the first few decades of the studio tour, one of the hallmarks was a visit to Prop Plaza.
So this is the real building.
I think you just go here. This is just for the car.
This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience, built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. What's a bad miracle? You're about to find out. Welcome to the world of no.
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party. And what the other? Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Damn, that's right, party's over. I got the bull by the horn!
Just got off the 60th anniversary studio tour. They had a lot of photo ops. Guess what? No earthquake in San Francisco. They said they've been working on it, so it's a hit or miss. It's either open all day or it's closed all day. The rest of the tour was really fire. Come check out the 60th anniversary of the studio tour.